Hello all, and welcome back to the YouTube channel of All Day Chess TD. Today's a very special episode as we have a very special guest. Yes, today we have Alex, the co-owner of Gamers Ready. Over to you, Alex.
Hey, it's great to be here playing some chess. I appreciate the time that you have to go through this. I guess playing video games is nice, but playing chess as a distraction is very fun as well. So it's great to be connected and playing some chess.
Okay, great. So we did play 2 games with each other, and right now we're going to be analyzing the second game. So we'll see you in the first game, but the second game we played. Okay, so I think this game, I was white. I played d4. You played d5, c4, e6. Is this what you normally play, or?
Normally I take, actually.
Normally you take. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is obviously better. e6 is better. It gives you a more solid position, but yeah. Knight c3 and bishop b4. Actually, I have not seen bishop b4. Were you trying to pin me or something?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I guess the pinning of the knight to the king was the main idea to stop it. So you basically had to react to that. I wasn't planning on taking that knight either, just until, for example, if you pushed your pawn forwards, then I might have then swapped. But otherwise, I was fine just leaving it there to be a nuisance, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Normally the move that people play here is knight to f6. But yeah, okay, bishop b4. And then here I pin you. Your knight to your queen. Yeah, this pin is super annoying. But yeah.
At this stage, I really wanted to. I wanted that knight. So if I pushed my pawn forwards, then I assumed you were going to take. So I thought I might as well rook and get my king out of the way. Because I wanted to move my knight forwards, which I later did, which was a mistake. But yeah, that was my thinking. I was like, I want to keep my knight for some reason.
Or maybe a possible idea you can play is bring your other knight over here.
Oh yeah.
So then, oh wait, no, that still doesn't help it very much. Or maybe bring your bishop back, so then you can bring your knight in. But then it's not as effective because there's no pin.
Yeah. No, that knight, the first knight move you suggested is a good idea, I think.
Yeah. And you brought your knight in. Yeah, this was not good.
That was the mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going for some because obviously your knight is only being defended by your pawn, and then using my bishop, I could basically fought your king and your rook, which was actually I think what ended up happening. But obviously forgetting my queen.
Yeah. So yeah, then the queen went away. Yeah, I thought it's best that I just give up the rook, just because if I played queen here or something, then you can just take. And after you played knight takes, if I play queen here, I don't know. It seems like there should be a problem, but I don't think there is. Like, you can move your knight somewhere, like here maybe, I don't know, and then attack. And then, did you see this idea of queen b1? Like looking at that? Sort of. I
did initially, but then I was concentrated on the fact that you're going to take my pawn and take my rook. Obviously, it's defended by the bishop at that point, but that's what I then started focusing on, and I completely forgot about the thing that I originally saw.
Yeah.
Which is why I moved that. Yeah.
I mean, the reason this position is so winning for me is even though I'm up a piece and a pawn, all of your pieces are on the back rank. All of them are doing absolutely nothing. If like your knight was in the game, your bishop was in the game, then you would have some counterplay chances. But like all of your pieces, seems like they haven't even moved a bit. And I wanted to try and trade bishops here. Usually you don't want to trade an active bishop for a passive bishop, but since I'm up material, I always want to trade. Yeah, this move seems a little bit awkward. Knight a6. Were you trying to like redirect it somewhere, I guess?
Yeah. Although I don't know where it would really be going. But yeah. I guess once my objective with that was to connect the rooks up, but yeah, it doesn't really help the knight.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, why did you play bishop to c8?
At this point, I thought I need to. I don't know. I need to trade it down. But I mean, as you say, I'm down in material, so it's I'm not too sure.
I mean, it's really painful because this bishop is doing nothing. It's blocked by this pawn, which is blocked by this pawn. So your bishop is just acting as another big pawn right now, and it's not doing much. I don't know, but trading, I don't know. It's interesting. But now this pawn structure becomes super weak because the bishop that was holding it all together is now gone.
Yeah.
And then did you see that the knight was attacking this?
Yeah, after I moved my knight.
Yeah. So I took.
At this point, the only thing I was potentially hoping was for some sort of back rank checkmate. That was the only potential hope. Like a complete blunder by you. That was,
Yeah, but I think, that's why I wanted to try and get the rooks off the board. But I don't think you allowed that. Yeah. And now knight to c7.
And this is where I wanted the... For some reason, I thought maybe if you take my knight with the rook, then I'm in a really good position. Well, I'm in a better position because then I've got the back rank potential. Again, like I did at the start, I forgot about my queen back then. In this case, I forgot my rook.
Yeah. But I think after this, there's probably no chance.
No.
But also, this game, did you have some stalemating ideas? Were you just trying to like get a stalemate by?
Yeah, for that it was just so I wouldn't have to move my my pawn, or I wasn't able to move my pawn if it was in a situation where you could checkmate me.
I mean, I think I just blundered my knight here, but I think instead of you playing king f6 the next move, what if you played king over here? But then I would take. This would be a stalemate, except this pawn can still go one more square.
Yeah.
And then I saw en passant, but like I wasn't sure whether to move my f pawn or h pawn. But I figured that the f pawn would be protected, so I would hold on to it for a little while. But then your king ended up traveling from your half of the board all the way down here. And then checkmate.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think you had some of the right ideas, but just some like silly mistakes. Even by me, like blundering my knight and stuff, just wasn't good.
Definitely. Yep, that's helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. So you played e4, then I played the same French. Usually, when someone plays French, people play d4 just to get a better grip on the center.
Yeah.
But knight f3 is also in line. Did you have any reason why you played e5?
I wanted to create a bit of space on the right-hand side of the board for me, and then the intention being playing d4 with my pawn.
Yeah, but c5 stopped that, I think.
Yep, it did.
Yeah. And then he played check. I don't think, knight d6. I'm not sure if it was the best move, but I just thought if you take back, I'll still have a very solid pawn structure then. And now you got d4, and I mean, this c3 idea was nice. But then, my first idea was to play queen here, but then you could just play knight to c3 and then your bishop would be protected.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's why I tried to get rid of your knight first. But now the plan doesn't work. And then a6. Was there any particular reason why you took the knight, or?
No, other than I had to make a move with the bishop, so I thought an exchange would be okay. I felt we were fairly similar at this point.
Yeah.
In terms of position, in terms of control, maybe I think like the center board is more or less even. I think maybe slightly advantage to me, maybe at this point. So I thought an exchange was okay.
Yeah, I mean it's not at all bad. Takes. Yeah, I didn't think you would play queen c2. I thought like maybe you would develop one of your rooks into the center. Was queen c2 so that if I castled kingside, you'd get some sort of attack?
There was that, yeah. So if you castled on that and then you moved your knight, then I could have a checkmate over in the top right corner in h7.
Yeah.
Eventually. And also simultaneously moving the queen there, I wanted to develop my knight to the A file, which is I think what I ended up doing, and basically check your king. So now it's protected when I move it because your bishop's not taking, or it can take it, but then I'd be able to take it back.
Yeah.
So there was a couple of things going on there.
Yeah. So then when I played queen b6, that was basically your idea, right? And it comes with
I was like, great.
Yeah. Yeah, I did not see this move. I thought your pawn would be hanging and there'd be some sort of counterplay idea I could get. Oh, maybe I can still play knight takes here, because then when you take... Oh no, but then you can take my rook at the end of it.
Oh yeah. Well, you could take mine. Well, but then I wouldn't be able to take yours. Okay.
But then you can take my knight back, and I can't take your knight back.
True.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I just ended up going for a more solid position. B3 seems like it's a little bit of a target pawn now. Maybe because of a5, a4. Maybe something like that. But okay. King e7. Did you expect this move?
No. No, I thought you were going to castle.
Yeah, the thing is, in the endgame, I feel like my king is a little bit better than yours. Because if everything gets traded down, it'll just be king and pawns versus king and pawns.
Yep.
And then my king will be more active, so it can take your pawns faster.
That makes sense.
I mean, yeah, that's why. And also to connect my rooks, but... And then a4, now I think it, like, it feels a little bit like there's space for me to enter in here. Feels like there's some holes. And I think that's what I did. And now this is not good because I can probably bring my rook and take this pawn. But currently this pawn is also hanging. I think you played g4. Yeah, and then
I completely missed that.
Yeah, so here I thought you would take back. But then you played a5. Yeah, and then knight takes, and now the whole position collapses.
Exactly. Yeah, I was really worried that if you go back a couple moves, I was just confused about or worried about my pawn. I was like, my only chance of winning this game is promoting my pawn. That's what was in my head, at least. So I thought it's fine because my knight's protected. Obviously, my knight wasn't protected.
Yeah.
But that was my thinking. So I thought I need to make sure I move my pawn forwards, at least on that side.
But the problem with that is now your whole position collapses in 2 moves. Like, you were doing really good up till this point, and then just these 2 moves, and then now you've lost 2/3 of your material. Yeah.
Definitely.
But I mean, still you played pretty solid, actually. I think I got this pawn as well. And then now I tried to promote this pawn. Was your idea to probably, like, try and promote here somewhere, maybe?
Yeah. At this stage, I'm starting to think, is there potential end game where maybe I get a stalemate, or I don't know. That was my only hope at this point.
I mean, it actually worked out pretty well for you, I think. So now, I think your idea was to probably attack this g7 pawn. Okay, f5. And then, yeah, this is a common idea in the endgame. Because your rook is pinned to your king, you can't move it. And then I can take, and then you take, and then I can promote. Or you can take, and then I take you and promote at the same time.
Yeah.
And then f takes e6, and then, then I promote. But then still I felt like you had something going. Like, your idea of moving your king all the way to this corner of the board was actually pretty smart. And then, I think at this point you were just trying to lock yourself up.
Yep.
Like, this square is guarded, this square is guarded. And I was worried here that if I would have played a move like rook here or something, I think that's just stalemate. There's so many different stalemate ideas. I think any move I play almost, but no, okay. But yeah, almost any move I play is stalemate. So I have to give up this pawn, but then still, like, yeah, I thought I could play here, but then he would just take back, and then that's not very good. But still, you had something going. And even up till this point, right? If I play like rook to c7, then this is stalemate as well.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, king g7, and then, yeah, now it's over.
And then that was, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in some of the faster games, there's potential at that point to get a cheeky stalemate.
Yeah.
I think I end up, and these sort of games where I've completely lost, maybe 5% of the time I end up getting some sort of draw. So I usually play till the end when it's,
Yeah, I mean, you
when
always...
there's a small chance.
Yeah, you always want to play to the end, but I always have this tendency to, like, when I'm in this position or something, if I were you, I would have probably just given up. I mean, not resigned, but I would have just moved my king to aimless spots instead of, like, trying to self-stalemate. But, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was fun. Thank you so much.
No, that's awesome. No, appreciate going through that, and I think a few more helpful tips there I can work on.
Yep. Okay. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.